Good afternoon, Pretty Bunch. How is everybody today? I hope the world is treating you well. I have a special treat today. I'm excited because I have a few former coworker friends coming over for dinner tomorrow, and I'm so pumped. Like, I miss working with these girls every day, and these women, sorry, these women every day, and I love them both so dearly, and I'm super excited to finally get together, just and spend some quality time together, and just hang out and just vibe, I guess. But yeah, I'm excited, and I figured I would go ahead and get a jump on things and get dessert prepared today, because these do keep really well, and you can keep them in the refrigerator, and I'm so excited about it. So today we are making Whoopie Pies. Now, I love a good Whoopie Pie. I think they are perfect. They're like a cupcake meets a cookie meets everything that you want in a dessert. Personally, that is my personal belief. Okay, you don't have to stand by it. You don't even have to like it. But they're delicious, and I'm a big fan. And it crossed my mind that some people might not know what Whoopie Pies are. I don't know if they're like a regional thing. It seems like they might be, just based on where they originated. So that's why I think that they are sort of like an East Coast, like northeastern, like southern kind of a thing. For those of you who haven't had a Whoopie Pie or don't know what a Whoopie Pie is, it is typically a chocolate like sandwich cookie, but they're like little mini cakes, or like the best part of a cupcake or a muffin, just like the top part of the cake muffin, and it's like pretty dense and just cake-like, and in the middle is this like delicious like cream filling, and it's like sandwiched between two like cake cookie things, and they're so good. Like, you can get big ones, you can get small ones, and they have expanded in variety to have, like there's chocolate, I've seen pumpkin, I've seen peanut butter, I'm sure there are others, but they're thought, and there's conflicting opinions here, they're thought to have originated in Pennsylvania Amish country in the 1920s, but there are some New Englanders who claim that they originated in New England first. Which, no one's ever going to know the answer to that because it was 100 years ago, and a lot of the physical paperwork that came with, like, marketing for this can't be found because it was demolished in building fires and such things. But I have read that Amish families would use leftover cake mix or cake batter that they had and make these little cookie things and put the frosting in the middle, so they're just like miniature cakes. And supposedly Amish children, when they found them in their lunches, would go, "Whoopie Pie!" So I guess that's where they got their name, Whoopie Pies. Which is cute, it's endearing, and I love it, and that's what we're making today. There's my long intro for you, but now let's get started. First things first, we are going to start with our dry ingredients. I have my sieve here over a medium-sized bowl, and I'm sieving today, which I haven't been doing for a while just because it's just with me and Jake and I don't care, but because I'm making these for other people, they need to be perfect. So we are sieving today to make sure we get out any lumps in our batter. So we are starting, we need dry ingredients. Oh my god, first we need 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, we need 1/2 cup of special dark cocoa. This is unsweetened Dutch processed dark chocolate cocoa powder. Normally, I don't typically like dark chocolate, and I don't really care for like using dark chocolate cocoa powder, and I just substitute with regular cocoa powder because I use that for everything. However, these are very sweet. The frosting in the middle is very sweet, and there's a lot of sugar in this, so you need something that has a little bit of extra richness and bitterness to it to cut through some of that sweetness. So we are using this special dark Dutch processed cocoa powder today. You need 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Per usual, I'm using kosher salt, but you can use whatever you have on hand. Set that off to the side. So now it's time to get our wet base together. So we need half a cup, 1 stick of unsalted butter. This is soft and room temperature. We need half a cup of light brown sugar, half a cup of granular white sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to cream this together until it's nice and fluffy, so about 1 to 2 minutes. I've got 1 large egg here that we're going to add into this. So this has come together. Now I have 1 cup of milk here that I've let sit out at room temperature for a little bit, so it's still a little chilly but not warm. And we have our dry ingredients here, so we're going to alternate between adding our dry and our wet. So we're going to do 3 alternations of dry, 2 alternations of wet. So we're going to go dry, wet, and end with dry. Half of the milk. I added that a little gradually because I didn't want chocolate milk falling out of my base. There is our batter. It is super thick. Look at this. Super thick. And it's supposed to be that way. Like I said, these are dense, chocolatey, deliciously cakey cookie treat things. So good. Okay, so I have a medium-sized cookie scoop here, and we're just gonna scoop these out, and we're gonna space them about 1 inch or 2 apart because they will spread a little bit, onto a slip mat lined baking sheet. If you don't have a slip mat, you can use parchment paper or non-stick cooking spray, whatever works for you. There we are. These are going in a 350-degree oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. Then we're going to take them out, let them cool on the baking sheet for about 5 minutes before transferring them to a cooling rack. Okay, so now we are making the filling for our whoopie pies. I'm so excited. Oh, frosting is my favorite part of anything. And anybody who doesn't like frosting, I question your sanity, because what's not to love? It's sugary, it's buttery, it is just okay. Anyways, to make our frosting, we need 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter that has been softened. We need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to cream this together until it's nice and light. We need 1 cup of powdered sugar. I'm going to add half a cup at a time and let that incorporate before adding the other half cup. I'm going to add just a pinch of kosher salt just to cut through some of the sweetness. And I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of heavy cream to this and let it incorporate. So our buttercream base is looking good. Now we're going to add this entire 7.5 ounce jar of marshmallow fluff. We're going to let this incorporate for another 1 to 2 minutes. So I thought it would be fun to pipe the filling into the middle of our whoopie pies. So I've got my cold pies over here, and there is our frosting. I'm gonna pour that into there. Just gonna cut the tip off of that. These 2. So we're just gonna put the filling on one side of it. gonna give the old woo chew. And we're gonna sandwich those together. Voila! Beautiful. So this marshmallow cream is super soft. Looks so good. So these are definitely going to need to set up, but I just want to try this real quick. Oh my gosh. Tastes just like the real deal you can find in Amish country. These are so good. The cake is nice and dense. It's super chocolatey, but it's not too sweet. And we've got a lot of sugar and a lot of sweetness in there, and that's saying something. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. I can't wait for my friends to try these. But I gotta get piping because they're melting all over the place. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And until next time.